Yeah, not the way we wanted to end, but these seniors have been with me for 5 years, and special group, and I think we've got 10 plus leaving. So you know, just didn't really put all the phases together this year at one time. So that's what happens. 39 wins on a down year. Program still in good hands, I think.
Pete, you had said yesterday that key to having a different outcome against Georgia would be keeping them in the yard. What makes it so tough to keep Georgia in the yard?
They can hit. They're good hitters. They're patient. And they put good swings on balls. So they've been able to hit for 15 years. So yeah, it was just hard in the first inning. I thought a couple plays here or there where we limit the damage, and we just can't give good teams like that opportunities.
What was the thought process behind starting Lindsey today?
We had 14 innings to play, hopefully. Emma pitched against them yesterday, so Lindsey threw really well last night, and let's see what happens.
Lindsey, obviously you pitched so well last night. Was it just a question of facing a much tougher lineup today, or were there certain pitches that were not working as well today?
No, I think just like Coach Pete said, Georgia can hit, and I got a lot more room to grow. So.
What were you trying out there that wasn't working today?
I think everything was moving, and I'm gonna stick to that statement. Georgia can hit the ball pretty dang well.
Coach, I guess I'd ask you. You said that you called it a down year with 39 wins.
Yeah.
That's pretty. That says a lot. What would you do differently looking back at the players?
If you would see my notebook on my phone, it's packed. I think with having so many kids new next year, it's almost going to feel like my first year. So obviously, I think our offense is trending in a right position, or right track. 100 homers this year, we can swing it. We gotta limit homers next year. Homers given up, that's one. But the thing with a new set of players coming in, and not a ton of returners, is just back to standards and the way we do things, and harder practices. Just there's a lot of things I'm going to tinker with, but for the most part, it's just let's just get our pitching a little bit more better. More better. I don't know if that's, my wife is gonna kill me for that one. The Georgia English grad. No, I just got to improve pitching wise. And that's the thing is I'm not crumpling up our pitching and throwing them out. I trust in all of our kids. So we just got to get just a little bit more fine.
I guess I just follow up. I'm not scoreboard watching too hard, but Florida State is a possibility for Georgia. What could you tell us if Florida State were to play Georgia? What's the scouting report on that program?
They can pitch. The thing with Florida State is almost better than any team I've played in my career. They know how to win. And so if they smell blood in the water, they're going to pounce. And so you really have to play clean against them. There's not an opportunity where you can make an error, and they always capitalize on mistakes. And so, that's the thing is they got 3, 4, 5 pitchers that they throw at you. You don't know who to prepare for. They're just tough.
Jamie, you were part of a lot of NCAA tournament success in your 5 years at Tech. How will you remember your Tech career?
We had a lot of success on the field, but I think looking back, I'm gonna remember everything off of the field more than I'm gonna remember everything on the field. Had a good group of girls all 5 years, so we played our hearts out and we had fun doing it. So
I'll add to just Jamie in general. There's not been one player I've ever coached that was almost more like me. I mean, she's like a mini clone of me when I played and how I coach. So we're gonna miss her coming back next year, but she's been around for us.
Pete, you won an NCAA regional each of the last 2 years. Obviously not able to this time. Does that just underscore how valuable it was to have an All-American pitcher in Keeley?
I mean, I don't know if it underscores it. We made it to Sunday. We've got good pitching. We just got to get better.
obviously, even though you got to replace Bailey and Bennett and Brown, everyone else who started today will be back, plus, Lindsay and Emma. Do you feel like you've got enough pieces back where it could be another good year next year?
Yeah, and I think I said this last year at the end of the year. I mean, NCAA tournament is an expectation for us. For me personally, being a 2 seed is not an expectation. I want to be a 1. So we'll find out how we get back there and try to get in August.
I guess I asked Lindsay Chambly for Georgia, just her tournament was 4 home runs. I mean, what did you see, I guess, on film versus her at the plate when the hitter, is it just kind of one of those zone things with her, or what did you see?
I think in general, just I keep going back to this, but Georgia can hit. They can all hit, and they're very talented and they're very patient, like Coach Pete said. So just making sure everything's hitting the spots it should be, and sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and it's kind of a give or take game. It's a game of failure for sure, but yeah, I guess that's all I'll say about it.
Eric Lopez, do you have a question in the Zoom?
Yeah, for Coach. Coach, you mentioned you have a lot of notes of things to take to the offseason. What are a couple things you've learned as a coach this season, this group that you're going to take with you moving forward?
Good question, Elo. I think the biggest thing for me being at this for so long is no longer can you rely on 1 or even maybe 2 pitchers to win at a high level. We've got really good pitching. You have to have different looks now. It's just the way it is. And so that's the biggest thing on my plate is, just different looks. We got a couple freshmen coming in. You never know. These kids are going to get better next year. That's just the biggest thing for me is can we throw different looks at a team like Georgia or Florida State? And, I think I mentioned that 5 minutes ago is so what makes Florida State really good. You don't know who to prepare for it. Everybody's different, so that's the biggest thing I'm looking forward to next year. And that's, it's hard when you go in thinking you have 2 really good pitchers, and we do have 2 really good pitchers. It's just the days of 1 ace, I think, are pretty much over. Just the offense is just too good now. So yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to next year.
And then my last question, the senior class, the group, what can you say? I mean, there's so much success. You mentioned it to the point where you win 39 games, you're in a regional final, and it's not to the standards that it's been the last couple of years. That's a heck of a compliment.
Yeah, it's a compliment to the kids. They all bought in from day one, and we just have to keep. We lose a lot, so those newcomers need to know what's expected here, and it's kind of what I meant about going back to ground zero. Is there's a certain way we do things here, and the newcomers. I think we have 9 freshmen coming in. They have to get up to speed pretty quick.
So would you say more pitching depth is what you would look forward to next year?
I don't know if it's. And you can say it that way. It's just different looks. I mean, let's get a drop ball at 70. Let's get a spinning rise kid at 54. I mean, it's just depth, but she's going to develop more pitches, and Emma's going to throw. She threw her changeup as well as she has today in her career. So just different looks to keep hitters off balance.
Questions for Coach? Thank you.